Listen, you already know we got to discuss something involving Coach Prime, Deion Sanders. Listen, I want to thank everybody for supporting, our previous video involving Coach Prime, Deion Sanders. We got a lot of things coming, ladies and gentlemen. We are not too long away from kickoff. You do not want to miss a second of coverage. It's paramount for you to subscribe to Flight Sports because this is going to be an amazing, unforgettable season, ladies and gentlemen. Coach Prime, Shador, and company will be looking to go completely ballistic, but I'm here to discuss something that could be on the future horizons, ladies and gentlemen, not just this season, y'all. This is crazy. We all know Coach Prime, his recruiting prowess is just crazy. We knew he had this since JSU. So when Coach Prime step in your living room, homage gets paid and people sign on the dotted line, and I'm here to tell you that this is going to be a huge, huge recruiting weekend for Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, and the Colorado Buffaloes. Blue chip recruits, 4-star prospects, and the class of 25 commits to the Buffaloes will be in Boulder. Pardon me. So you make sure y'all stay tuned. This is all happening. Basically, when you get this video, is more than likely going to be going down. So the visit's going to be starting. Julian Lewis. This guy right here is a USC commit. He is one of the blue chip recruits and the most notable visitor who will be at Colorado. Ladies and gentlemen, I repeat, make sure you hit the like button and you subscribe for more Deion Sanders news updates and more. He is Julian Lewis, the number one ranked quarterback in the class of 2025. This is being reported by ESPN and many other rivals. He completed over 66% of his passes, ladies and gentlemen, and total for over 7,000 yards and 96 touchdowns over the last two seasons at Carleton High School, including 48 touchdowns to just 2 interceptions in 2023. Lewis had been committed to the Trojans since August 2023, but has taken his visit to Auburn and Indiana this month ahead of the third trip to Boulder. So it's also Lewis' final official visit scheduled for the summer. So his last and final stop is with Coach Prime, Deion Sanders. Do you know what that means? Do you know what that means? So he definitely saved the best for last. And you start to think, because a lot of people thought that Deion Sanders was just here for his kids, because that's the narrative. Deion don't care about this. He don't. All he's here about is for Shador. All he's here is for Travis. All he's here is for Shiloh. But all of these things are a lie. Deion Sanders is here to basically turn boys to men, and send them back home better than they came to him. That's what he's here to do. Every stop he has completely trailblazed and left nothing but green pastures where he left. Like I repeat, with Jackson State University. I mean, come on. I mean, seriously, he couldn't have left them in better hands. Now it's up to them to sustain. Have obviously it's not going to be where it was when Deion was there, but the foundation was laid. You know, um, who knows if Deion is going to be with Colorado for the rest of his life? I'm pretty sure he may upgrade, do something else. Who knows? But right now, Deion Sanders is showing to me that he is in it for the long haul. When you are basically going, when Shador is out, Shador is going to the NFL after this season. So it's time to bring in the next elk. It's time to bring in, that new QB who Coach Prime is going to be instilling in, who's going to be leading them to on big games and hopefully bowl games. So this is really really exciting, y'all. To say the least. Um, I'm hearing that Colorado has a real shot at landing Julian Lewis. This weekend visit could seal the deal. for one of the sport's brightest young stars. So, like I said, when you look at these schools, Auburn, Indiana, USC, none of them jump out as quarterback. A U outside of USC, and a lot of the people have been saying, well, we just don't actually see Juju going to Southern Cal. Dukes told the Coloradian in May, when you look at Auburn, they have a nil bag close to home, and he can play in the SEC. But does Auburn fit the celebrity of Julian Lewis? These are all the many questions, that people are gonna have for Julian Lewis. But like I said, when you get with Coach Prime Deion Sanders, he's gonna figure all that out. He's gonna put these guys in a situation. And to be honest with you, Deion, he may not say it, but I think he got a lot to prove. Deion's name is all in mud. It seemed like as a late, he don't do nothing but positive things, but for whatever reason, he's getting thrown out there by former players, basically making it seem like he was selfish, or he didn't prioritize them, he didn't put them in winning situations. All of these things are coming out, y'all. So this is crazy. I'm very stuck, about this situation. But all Dion has to do is continue to do what he has to do, continue to move Colorado forward like he's been doing. And if he continues to do that, I mean, they can't say nothing about it. But this is a make or break year for Deion Sanders in Colorado, in my opinion, because this is the last hurrah for Shador and company. I believe everybody's leaving, and I think that they got the protection for Shador that he didn't have, in the past. So all of these things are gonna bode well for him because he needs to be protected. A lot of people thought that Shador was gonna be in possibly an emergency, behind these things that was taking place and the lack of protection that Shador Sanders received. He's that elite, and we know he's a pocket passer. He's a passing quarterback, even though he could use his legs, but he's looking to throw the ball in that pocket. So the protection got to be top notch, and I think that's something that Dion is looking to capitalize on this season. This is going to be a big year, yo. I cannot wait for Colorado to shock the world. I remember when they beat TCU, they started off so good, and then they lost game after game. And then even in the midst of some of these games that they lost, even the USC game, they made a run, and almost looked like they was gonna make that into something. There was a lot of other games where they cut it close, So it's not all doom and gloom, ladies and gentlemen. Deion Sanders is gonna continue to lay a foundation. And listen, he gonna get the number one quarterback of 2025. You already know it's Flight Sports. If you want more news, updates, and more involving Deion as we get ready for the season, make sure you subscribe to Flight Sports. Peace and love.